There's no doubting what you've achieved on a technical level. These are clearly state-of-the-art. There are just certain design choices that were made for these robots that we don't fully understand. We were hoping that you could shed some light on those.
She can dance. She can sing. She's equipped with a built-in helium tank for inflating balloons right at her fingertips. She can take song requests. She can even dispense ice cream.
With all due respect, those aren't the design choices we were curious about, Mr. Afton.
Daddy, why won't you let me play with her?
Welcome to the first day of your exciting new career. Whether you were approached at a job fair, read our ad in screws, bolts, and hairpins, or if this is the result of a dare, we welcome you. I will be your personal guide to help you get started. I'm a Model 5 of the Handyman's Robotics and Unit Repair System, but you can call me Hand Unit. Your new career promises challenge, intrigue, and endless janitorial opportunities. Please enter your name as seen above the keypad. This cannot be changed later, so please be careful. It seems that you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will auto-correct it for you. One moment. Welcome, Eggs Benedict. You can now open the elevator using that bright, red, and obvious button. Let's get to work. Allow me to fill this somewhat frightening silence with some light-hearted banter. Due to the massive success and even more so the unfortunate closing of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, it was clear that the stage was set, no pun intended, for another contender in children's entertainment. Unlike most entertainment venues, our robotic entertainers are rented out for private parties during the day, and it's your job to get the robots back in proper working order before the following morning. You are now in the primary control module. It's actually a crawl space between the two front showrooms. Now, let's get started with your daily tasks. View the window to your left. This is the Ballora Gallery Party Room and Dance Studio, encouraging kids to get fit and enjoy pizza. Let's turn on the light and see if Ballora is on stage. Press the blue button on the elevated keypad to your left. Uh-oh, it looks like Ballora doesn't feel like dancing. Let's give her some motivation. Press the red button now to administer a controlled shock. Maybe that will put the spring back in her step. Let's check the light again. Excellent. Ballora is feeling like her old self again and will be ready to perform again tomorrow. Now view the window to your right. This is the Funtime Auditorium, where Funtime Foxy encourages kids to play. Looks like Funtime Foxy is taking the day off. Let's motivate Funtime Foxy with a controlled shock. another controlled shock. Looks like Funtime Foxy is in perfect working order. Great job! In front of you is another vent shaft. Crawl through it to reach the Circus Gallery control
Motion
module.
trigger. Circus Gallery vent.
On the other side of the glass is Circus Baby's auditorium. Let's check the light and see what Baby is up to. Looks like a few of the lights are out, but we can fix that later. Let's encourage Baby to cheer up with a controlled shock. Let's try another controlled shock. Let's try another controlled shock. Great job, Circus Baby. We knew we could count on you. That concludes your duties for your first night on the job. We don't want you to leave overwhelmed, otherwise you might not come back. Please leave using the vent behind you, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Motion trigger. Circus Gallery vent.
Another day, another dramatic entry in the lives of Vlad and his distressed mistress. Where will they go? What will they do? All of that and more happening now.
Clara, I tell you, the baby isn't mine.
Count, I tell you that it is. You're the only vampire I've ever loved. And the baby turns his bottles into powdered milk.
That doesn't mean anything.
He sleeps on the ceiling fan.
Upright or upside down?
What does it matter? You need to be part of your son's life.
I'm an old man, Clara. I can't be a father.
Well, then at least pay your child support, you deadbeat.
Will Vlad and his distressed mistress find common ground? Tune in next time.
Daddy, you let the other children go see her. Why won't you let me go?
Welcome back for another night of intellectual stimulation, pivotal career choices, and self-reflection on past mistakes. We're committed to creating a unique and fulfilling work experience. One part of that commitment is ensuring that you don't get tired of the voice that you're hearing right now. Using the keypad below, please select an... It seems that you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will auto-correct it for you. Thank you for choosing Angsty Teen.
The elevator stopped. You know the routine. You can get out now or... So, funny story. A dead body was found in this vent once. Okay, so not that funny, but it's a story. Okay, let's start with your nightly chores. You should check on Ballora and make sure she's on her stage, but whatever. Huh. I guess Ballora has better things to do. Let's zap her. That should be fun. Let's check on Funtime Foxy. Make sure he's ready for showtime tomorrow.
Great.
There seems to have been a problem with the voice synthesizer. Default settings have been restored. Please proceed through the vent ahead of you to Circus Baby's auditorium.
Motion trigger. Circus gallery vent.
Circus Baby had a busy day today. Let's check the light and make sure she's in proper working order. Oh, Circus Baby, we aren't here to play hide and seek. Let's encourage Baby to come out of hiding with a controlled shock. Let's try another controlled shock. There seems to be a power malfunction that is affecting our ability to properly motivate Baby. Please stand by while I reboot the system. I will be offline momentarily during this process. Various other systems may be offline as well, such as security doors, vent locks, and oxygen. Commencing system restart.
Motion trigger. Entryway vent. Funtime auditorium maintenance vent opened. Ballora gallery maintenance vent opened. Motion trigger. Technician control.
I don't recognize you. You are new. I remember this scenario, however. It's a strange thing to want to do, to come here. I'm curious what events would lead a person to want to spend their nights in a place like this, willingly. Maybe curiosity, maybe ignorance. There is a space under the desk. Someone before you crafted it into a hiding place, and it worked for him. I recommend that you hurry, though. You will be safe there. Just try not to make eye contact. It will be over soon. They will lose interest.
Someone is inside. Is it the same person? Knock, knock. Someone is inside. Is it the same person? Knock, knock. Someone is inside. Is it the same person? Knock, knock.
Hello and welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I'm here to talk you through some of the things you can expect to see during your first week here and to help you get started down this new and exciting career path. Now, I want you to forget anything you may have heard about the old location, you know. Some people still have a somewhat negative impression of the company. That old restaurant was kind of left to rot for quite a while, but I want to reassure you, Fazbear Entertainment is committed to family fun and above all, safety. They've spent a small fortune on these new animatronics. Facial recognition, advanced mobility, they even let them walk around during the day. Isn't that neat? But most importantly, they're all tied into some kind of criminal database so they can detect a predator a mile away. Heck, we should be paying them to guard you. Now that being said, no new system is without its kinks. You're only the second guard to work at that location. The first guy finished his week but complained about conditions. We switched him over to the day shift. So, hey, lucky you, right? Mainly he expressed concern that certain characters seemed to move around at night and even attempted to get into his office. Now, from what we know, that should be impossible. That restaurant should be the safest place on Earth. So while our engineers don't really have an explanation for this, the working theory is that the robots were never given a proper night mode. So when it gets quiet, they think they're in the wrong room. So then they go try to find where the people are, and in this case, that's your office. So our temporary solution is this. There's a music box over by the prize counter, and it's rigged to be wound up remotely. So just every once in a while, switch over to the prize counter video feed and wind it up for a few seconds. It doesn't seem to affect all of the animatronics, but it does affect one of them. And as for the rest of them, we have an even easier solution. You see, there may be a minor glitch in the system, something about robots thinking he was an endoskeleton without his costume on, and wanting to stuff you in his suit. So hey, we've given you an empty Freddy Fazbear head. Problem solved. You can put it on any time and leave it on for as long as you want. Eventually anything that wandered in will wander back out. Something else worth mentioning is kind of the quirky modern design of the building. You may have noticed there are no doors for you to close. But hey, you have a light, and even though your flashlight can run out of power, the building cannot. So don't worry about the place going dark. Well, I think that's it. You should be golden. Check the lights, put on the Freddy head if you need to. Keep the music box wound up. Piece of cake. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Hi.
Hey man, okay, I have some awesome news for you. First of all, we found some vintage audio training cassettes. Dude, these are like prehistoric. I think they were like training tapes for like other employees or something like that. So I thought we could like have them playing like over the speakers as people walk through the attraction.
Hi.
Dude, that makes us feel legit, man. But I have an even better surprise for you. You're not gonna believe this. We found one. A real one. Gotta go, man.
Hello?
Well, look, it's in there somewhere. I'm sure you'll see it. Okay, I'll leave you with some of this great audio that I found. Talk to you later, man. Hello? Welcome to your new career as a performer/entertainer for Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. These tapes will provide you with much-needed information on how to handle/climb into/climb out of mascot costumes. Right now, we have 2 specially designed suits that double as both animatronic and suit. So please pay close attention while learning how to operate these suits, as accidents/injuries/death/irreparable and grotesque maiming can occur. First, we'll discuss how to operate the mascots when they are in animatronic form. For ease of operation, the animatronics are set to turn and walk towards sound cues. This is an easy and hands-free approach to making sure the animatronics stay where the children are for maximum entertainment/crowd pleasing value. To change the animatronics to suit mode, insert and turn firmly the hand crank provided by the manufacturer. Turning the crank will recoil and compress the animatronic parts around the sides of the suit, providing room to climb inside. Please make sure the spring locks are fastened tight to ensure the animatronic devices remain fixed. We will cover this in more detail in tomorrow's session. Remember to smile. You are the face of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Hi.
and repairs to make.
I heard your call.
Great job! It looks like you're getting the hang of this. Now let's just...
Congratulations on completing your first day. However, your job isn't over just yet. There is another aspect to your end-of-day routine, and that is inspecting and salvaging any animatronics found in the alley outside the back door. You have chosen to proceed with the maintenance checklist. Remember, use your company-issued taser to return the animatronic to a neutral state if you feel that it's becoming unstable or aggressive. You can only use it 3 times before... begins to damage the animatronic and decrease its value. Begin audio prompt in 3, 2, 1. Document results. Begin audio prompt in 3, 2, 1. Document results. Begin audio prompt in 3, 2, 1. results. Begin audio prompt in 3, 2, 1. Document results. Begin audio prompt in 3, 2, 1.
Knock, knock! I'm here!
Now I will tell you a story. But he couldn't.
know how much you like to fight, so we'll add a new problem to your night.
Fala galera, beleza? Vamos para mais um vídeo de FNAF. E hoje vamos jogar, né? E pá, olha aqui, tubulação, opa, o Bonnie, Toy Bonnie, beleza, beleza. E vamos nessa, olha pro lado, olha pro outro. Nessa, olha pro lado, não vai lá. Vamos nessa, opa. A Tica, eu não sei aonde que ela vai. Eu tranquei ali embaixo, mas não é não. Eu acho que era, mas não é não, né? Então vamos nessa. Ah, velho, eu odeio essa menina. Ela adiciona mais um animatronic. Ah! Eu odeio demais ela. Vocês não estão ligados o quanto que eu odeio ela. Vamos nessa. Vamos nessa. Olha, cara, eu tô muito traumatizado depois de... Cara, porque eu tinha pegado um papagaio, e aí o Foxy da Shopee me atacou. Eu fiquei tipo, hã? Esse bicho atacava, eu não sabia. Entendeu? Eu fiquei maluco. Mas tudo bem, né? Acontece. Vamos lá ver. Olha a Tica. Eu acho que ela vai pra baixo, hein? Eu acho que ela vai pra baixo. Vamos ver se ela vai pra baixo. Opa, deixa eu ver as câmeras aqui. Vai que tem algo. Opa, ela tá aí. Bota a máscara. Tira. Tá. Não, ela já bota ali embaixo porque ela não vai pra baixo. Olha pro lado, olha pro outro. Olha pra lá. Vamos lá. Opa, acertei o papagaio. Vamos nessa. Vamos ver o que ele tem a oferecer. Nossa, é louco. Vou pegar coin mesmo. Caraca, eu nem vi. Eu tô com 99 de coin. Vamos lá. Zeramos. GG, rapaziada. GG demais. Vamos lá ver. Vamos ver. Vamos lá. Olha pro lado, olha pro outro. Vou ver as câmeras. Opa, bota a máscara. Vou ver as câmeras. Vai que tem algo de errado, né? Opa. Mano, o que tá acontecendo, velho? Esse urso sacana. Tá atacado, velho. O cara já apareceu lá, velho. Não é possível. Velho, eu tomei Bonnie. Eu odeio quando eu tomo Bonnie. Bota a máscara. Nossa, cara, quase que eu morro. Nossa, cara, quase que eu morro. Vamos nessa. Morremos. Caraca, morremos. Já era. Droga, game over. Tava tão perto, cara. Vamos de novo. Vamos lá. De novo. Olha. Vamos lá. Aí pro lado, olha pro outro. Agora ver as câmeras. Mano, que droga. Bem na hora que eu ia botar a máscara. Quando eu ia botar a máscara, esse bicho me atacou. Que raiva. Nossa, mano, que raiva. Vamos de novo. Porque aqui é brasileiro e não desiste nunca. Vamos nessa. Vamos lá. Ver. Eu mal durei um segundo. Já morri pro Golden Freddy. Morri pra ele de novo, cara. Eu sou muito ruim, velho. Pelo amor de Deus. Vamos de novo. Vamos lá, olha pra lá, olha pro outro. Vou ver as câmeras. Cara, toda hora que eu vou botar a máscara, esse bicho ataca, velho. Também podia ter, sei lá, 5 segundos de reação, mas também é muito difícil. Não tem isso. Mano, é literalmente, se você não conseguir, eu tô nem aí, você vai morrer. Pi. Você podia pelo menos botar, sei lá, o Scott Calton. Pelo menos você podia botar 5 minutos de reação. Quem vai ter 1 segundo de reação pra botar uma máscara só? Calma aí, lá, né? Scott Calton. Meu Deus, cara, eu morri de novo. Eu mal morri, já morri de novo, cara. Eu sou muito ruim, não é possível. Não é possível uma coisa dessa. Vamos lá. Olha pra cortina. Vamos ver se tem alguma coisa. Opa. Eu ouvi a risada. Quando eu ouvi a risada, já boto o quê? Opa, o Bonnie. Quase que eu morro pro Bonnie, cara. Quase que eu morro pro Bonnie. Vamos lá. Olha pro outro. Já deixo o ventilador ligado, né? Vai que nós morre. Vamos lá. Opa. Olha pra lá, olha pra cá. Vamos nessa. Ai, não. Ai, cara, eu preciso pegar. Não, Tica. Ah, velho. Eu ia pegar aqui, tá, pra eu não morrer. E apareceu a Tica. Aí fica impossível. Nem o melhor jogador de FNAF conseguiria fazer isso. Mas vamos de novo. Vamos lá, olha as câmeras. Opa, ouvi o olhinho. Fecha. Vamos lá. Olha ali, olha pra cá. Mano, esse Freddy tá atacado, velho. Cara, quando eu ia botar a máscara, eu morro. Que raiva. Quando eu ia botar a máscara, eu morro. E lá, vamos de novo. Vamos de novo, né? Que raiva. Tem que ir de novo, cara. Que ódio. E vamos de novo. Que saco. Vamos de novo. Mas tudo bem, vamos de novo. Olha pra lá, olha pra cá. Velho, eu não ouvi a risada e eu não durei um segundo. Vamos de novo, né? De novo. Eu não suporto mais não. Mas vamos de novo. Vamos lá ver. Nossa, cara, eu tomei bone. Velho, que raiva. Olha pra cá, olha a câmera. Opa, mano, esse Fred tá atacado. Meu Deus do céu, o cara já tá ali. Bota a máscara. Foi. Meu Deus, velho, esse Fred já olhou a câmera. Esse Fred tá atacado. Meu Deus, cara. De novo. O porinho já fecha. Fecha pra o cara não te pegar, né? Lá ele. Vamos nessa. Opa, o Fred tá vindo embora. Quer dizer, tá vindo não, tá indo embora. Vamos olhar, beleza. Vamos olhar as câmeras, né? Pra não nenhum bicho vir pegar nós. Tipo o Fred. Mano, que Fred é esse, velho? Ele já tá olhando pra câmera. Que isso? Vamos nessa. Olha pra lá, olha pra cá. Cara, eu acho que não vai zerar, hein? Se eu não me engano, nós zera. Caraca, reseta. Nossa, se eu não resetasse, eu ia morrer agora. Olha pra lá, olha pra cá. Olha pra cá, né? Mano, eita, Fred chato. Faz bar. Opa, Toy Fred. Ô, Toy Fred, o que? Toy Tica? Nessa, olha pra lá. Pega! Eu não vou bater nesse papagaio nunca. Vai que eu tenho a proeza de azar do bicho me matar. GG. Ganhemos demais. Ganhemos muito. Então foi isso, rapaziada. Valeu, falou e fui.